Hi, I'm CJ Altenberg with Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. We appreciate you tuning in. So we do take trade-ins, we do buy trailers, so now and then we'll get some used inventory in here. The last 18 months, it's been really hard. These used trailers do not last very long, so we do have a used trailer sitting behind me. If you're looking for a good ranch trailer, a 24x8 gooseneck, this is a great option for you. This is a 2021 Swift built. Like I mentioned, 24 foot on the floor, 8 foot wide, and these are 7 foot tall. So this is a really good setup. We're gonna walk you through this trailer, show you some of the extras on it. The big selling point, in my opinion, compared to what else out there is the 8 foot wide. I mean, that is typically a 7 foot is standard. That way you have no wheel wells on the inside. But on this one here, this is an 8 foot wide. These are kind of hard to find out there on the market. Now, before we start walking you through this one in detail, we'll talk to you about what we do to these trailers when we get them in on trade. So the very first thing is we look at tires. We want all the tires to match. We want them to all have good tread. We all want them to be within 5 years based on the date code on the sidewall of the tires. If it doesn't meet that, we'll go ahead and put a new set on the ground for you. We want you to have a good set to start with to begin. When you make this purchase, the next thing we do is we put it on our alignment machine. So trailers are no different than passenger vehicles. You know, rough roads, potholes, curbs, anything like that can knock a trailer out of alignment just like a passenger vehicle. And then what happens is you get bad tire wear, which will eventually result in you having tire issues, blowouts, really bad tire wear, those type of scenarios there. So we take a picture of when we put it on that machine, and when we're done with it, we keep that on file for reference as well. But we want these trailers to run straight down the road. We put a little toe into it so it wants to actually drive down. Our guys in the shop are really good to, estimate that camber that we need to put on it because when we align it, it's empty. We need to account for the weight that we're going to actually put on this trailer. So again, that's one of the aspects we do to it. And then we just go through in our reconditioning program. Anything safety is automatically checked off, but do we have a light out? Do we need to adjust a door? We grease the hinges on these that I'll show you. But we really go through these trailers, so again, you can go and enjoy them instead of having repairs right off the bat. So now let's jump into this trailer. One of the first things they do is they do a bulldog gooseneck hitch, which is the quick release, which is really nice from the standpoint of being able to just lock it down on the truck and then release it by pulling it up. Your spare tires located up out of the way, which, hey, that's a great spot for this with this type of a setup where we don't have an actual, gooseneck deck continuing over. It's up out of the way. It's not underneath the gooseneck where, you'll get some road debris and things like that. You have a single leg hand crank jack underneath here. Really easy to operate. Now, as we get over here to the driver's side, you're gonna notice nice, big, wide access gate that goes into this front compartment here. The other thing is, on all these Swift builts, they've got these slam latches. So really easy to operate. Then you've got a pin that drops in there that's gonna actually lock it. And they've got access, so you can access this gate from the inside as well to release it. But very simple operation. You just push up on it and it releases. You've got a handle there as well. But all these as well have grease certs on them. So on the door side, where it actually hinges, you can put grease to that, maintain it, making sure that operates nice and smooth. And then same thing on these slam latches, these pins that actually lock in as well. Show you when we get to the inside, but on our center gates, again, we've got access points from the outside of the trailer. 2 8,000-pound Dexter rubber torsion axles, electric brakes. These are 16-inch steel wheels, the black, and then these are 14-ply tires. So, as far as what you've got for running gear underneath here, 2 8K axles, a heavier duty tire, typically a 10-ply would be standard, but I'm sure that because they went with the 8 foot wide, they went ahead and did the heavy duty tires on there, which when we're building a trailer for a customer, that's one of the very first things I look at is saying, hey, here's a simple upgrade we can do. you know, let's put a better rubber on the ground for you. But on this one here, a really good setup. There is also the ledge here. You know, when you're dealing with those brush fenders on those 7-foot wides, you've got the ability here with a couple different step options to at least get up here if you need to be able to open a gate and maybe push some cows out, something along those lines there. You can step up on that rail. All right, now as we get to the back, we'll show you this gate when we leave the trailer, but we'll kind of jump in here to the actual stall area. You've got this big metal pipe here that runs across the back for a bumper. I'll show you again as we get to that aspect of it here in a minute, but they have their pressure treated wood floor in this, rubber mats on the floor as well. You do have some LED lights over here on driver's side. That light switch is actually going to be located ahead of this escape door on the outside of the trailer. So you do have some light coverage in here. You've got the build outs. Because of it being 8 wide, you know, we're dealing with wheel well in here. So you're going to have a build out. They just built them the same way. So a build out on the front gate and then a build out on the back gate as well. And then I'll show you on those gates when we get to that side of it here in a minute as well. But 7 foot tall, so you got a lot of clearance in here. You've got the calf gate up here in the nose. Same thing, everything's got a grease zerd on it, which is really nice to be able to maintain everything. And again, keeping everything running nice and smooth how it should. Now, these are 3 8-foot compartments. They do have the pins that lock in to the sidewall. The other thing too is they've got these pieces that they've built that swing out and pin in. So when we have this locked over against the wall, you know, so nobody doesn't get their head back there, they've got these that swing out and then pin in. But again, it just makes it to where nobody can cause a problem for you. Slam latch as well there. Again, like I said, you've got this access point from the outside that you can go ahead and release this gate if you'd like. And on this first one here, you've actually got a swing built into this one here. Now, the back gate does not have that option, but that is really nice if you're needing to sort something out or if you're just needing to kind of jump in between these 2 stalls right here. You've got the capability to do that. And then again, because we're dealing with an 8-foot wide trailer, this back gate has that as well, so we can swing that out to cover up this opening, because we have to have this gate actually off of the wall because of it being 8 foot wide and the wheel wells in this area. Exact same thing, slam latch like that first gate I showed you, but again, it does not have that swing built into it as well. Now on the back gate, it's got the slam latches as well. This one here, you have to release both of these. So you have a pin on the side and a pin in the center, but then you also have a pin that just drops in for our slide gate here. So if you are butting up against another trailer or against an alleyway, you've got the ability here with this nice wide sliding gate, and then you can just drop your pin in to actually lock it. The same thing, everything's got grease zerts on it. The slam latches are really nice from a safety standpoint. So loading and unloading, you're not having somebody push back against you. We really like those on all stock trailers if possible. Over here on passenger side, basically what we were looking at on driver's side, with the exception of it does not have that access gate on the side, but that gives you a good look. You still have that rail that you can get up on. They've got a little step here kind of ahead of the axles and kind of at the rear of the axles if you need to step up there on that side. But again, a really well cared for. I mean, this thing did not see a lot of use. I mean, that's kind of the one thing about a lot of livestock trailers. They usually get used and abused, and they get used. So from that standpoint, this one has not seen a lot of miles and a lot of cattle. As you can see, the big thing again, 24 foot by 8 foot wide. So that's kind of the big thing there. You're getting those 3 8-foot compartments. I'm going to give you the stock number on this one. We do take trade-ins, we do deliver, and we can help you out with financing. So stock number on this one is 5U221644. Again, a 2021 Swift-built stock trailer, 24 by 8. So give us a call. Anybody on our sales team can help you out. Our number is 303-684-3400. We appreciate you tuning in. Have a good day.